So these are your editing highlights from 4 months ago. Bro, you need to post more stuff on your Twitter, but yeah, whatever. Let's get to it. We have 5 of these that you just sent.
Your Ryzen 7 9800X2D is powerful, but right now you're leaving FPS.
Okay, so first of all, he said Ryzen 7 9800 and you just put like 7800. I don't know much about processors, but this is a minor detail that you need to pay attention to. So you could have just modified the texture to this, like when you import your 3D object, there was probably the texture and you could have just replaced the text on this, or just had a model which would have had the 908,000 whatever.
I tried finding the exact same model, but I couldn't find it. And in After Effects, there's no option for adjusting the texture. What should I do?
So if there's no other option than this, just, you could add like, I don't know what they're called in After Effects. I think they're called nulls, and you just put one here to hide this text. And then you just add another text and you just merge all of these together. And then you do the animation and you'll just have another text.
Okay, thank you.
9800X2D is powerful, but right now you're leaving.
Here, the idea is good, but I would have just put a better font, because this is Arial, if I'm not wrong. And
It's Helvetica.
Even worse, like, is this a Jeep logo or what the fuck? But yeah, whatever. I would have put something more like comical for this niche, because I am pretty sure the niche is like 15-year-old kids that watch this, like Fortnite optimization. So I would have put like maybe not Comic Axis, but something, maybe Comic Sans.
Burbank, for example.
Burbank, yeah, whatever, sure. And this 3D text, it's fine, it looks good. Like this side, it gives it this 3D effect, but here, like you can't really
you can't see anything, yeah.
Like, yeah, you can't really tell that it's much of 3D itself. So what I would do is like change, you have your camera options. You can just increase your FOV, so like the field of view is more like an eyeball, like when you have the effect.
Yeah, on lens distortion.
Not even that. On your phone, when you like have the 0.5 zoom, like in the camera properties, I'm pretty sure in After Effects, you can change the FOV of the camera, and when you bring it further, the ridges are gonna be more emphasized and it's gonna be better.
Right now you're leaving FPS on.
Even here, like the same thing, I would have put like another font, like something more comic, and the composition is pretty good, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Maybe I should have changed the color to make it blend a bit more.
Or of what?
Of text.
Probably you could have experimented, maybe kept the same color scheme, like this gold.
Yes. Like wooden.
Yeah, wooden. And yeah, maybe something more orangey would have worked better, because white is just kind of weird. Then for
it pops up too much.
Yeah, you're right about that. For this animation, I would have used the posterized time, or in DaVinci it's called stop motion. It's where you decrease the FPS, but even on top of that, you add like a shake, so that there is the posterized way. It will move every 2 frames, but to compensate for that, so that it doesn't feel that old, you just add a camera shake on top of that, and it's gonna give a way cooler effect.
Yeah, I'll try that in my next edit, thank you.
With just a few BIOS tweaks.
Okay, for this animation, the idea is good, like the monitor and everything, but I would have just took this and made it into 3D. So, I would have put like a desk here, and I would have put this into a monitor, and I would have had like a 3D scene of this, not just a plain image, because
BIOS tweaks were
it does the job, but it's not great. It's just...
It feels fake.
Yeah, it feels fake, but if you would have made it in 3D, it would have been like way better, and yeah.
Better experience for the viewer.
Yeah, better experience. Like, have the camera zoom out like the same way, and this should be like a desk, and yeah, this would be a monitor, and maybe some dark wall in the background, so there's even more of the 3D effect, and it would have felt way more real. And
yeah.
We're gonna unlock smoother gameplay, lower input lag, and even cooler temperatures. Let's go.
Yeah, this is pretty much it. Just a general note.
Your Ryzen 7 90.
This music doesn't sound that good for an intro. It starts off suspenseful, but is it really suspenseful? It should be like something more epic, so maybe some not that intense music, not like a chase music, but Something that hits harder, because
smoother gameplay, lower input lag.
this feels like an investigation when it shouldn't really. It should be like helpful. But that's pretty much it for this edit. Okay, this is the next edit.
I have made well over $30,000 this month on low meme coins, and I'm about a Rolex with it. And if it
Okay, this is way better, but I think you should have increased his mic volume or just decreased everything, because I don't know, the music is like too loud and I don't know. It kind of feels off to the ear. This is something minor though.
I have made well over $30,000 this month.
And yeah, this animation is cool. You could have just again used the better font, because this is probably Helvetica Italic, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I think it is actually.
Yeah. It's not again, it's not the Jeep logo, so yeah, you could have made this 3D. You could have animated this so that it pops out, and yeah, you could have
Or
done
like a counter animation.
Yeah, counter could work, but what I would have done is just animated these one by one so that each letter pops up, and if you could add the counter on top of that, it would be even better. Like a 3D animation of everything fading in, or a counter on top of that, and that would be way better. And also, like, the background doesn't match like this. Like, why is it gray? You could have made everything a 3D scene and made some money fall off top or whatever.
Yeah, I understand.
Anyways, let's move on forward.
This month on low meme coins, and I'm about
This meme coin is good. Like the 3D animation, I like this. But if you would have done the background way better, it would have blended in better than what it does now. I like the blur effect that you added behind, so that it definitely emphasizes the coin.
coins, and I'm about a Rolex.
And yeah, even this transition, like these stuff.
About a Rolex.
Maybe you could have prolonged it so that it isn't 3 frames, because the first time I watched it, I didn't even notice. But yeah, but this whoosh
I'm about a Rolex with
is kind of loud, and yeah, I talked about this earlier.
it. And if you guys want to make 500
What I would have done for the Rolex, I would have masked it out, and I would have added, probably not like a glow effect, like the glow, you know, the effect which goes
Light
from-
sweep, light sweep, light sweep.
like a light sweep effect right here, because this is already really light, and if you add a light sweep, it's gonna just look white. So what I would have done is just add a glow, but like, you know, you could change the properties of the glow so that it like glows green, you know?
Yeah.
if you guys want to make $500 a day,
Here, this is really nitpicky, but you didn't pivot the zoom in into his head. He zoomed like right here, and it makes it harder for the eyes to track.
$500 a day.
And again, the whoosh is kind of loud, but yeah. $500 a day, when he said that, I would have like made the background darker and had a pop-up of $500 appearing.
How to make money with meme coins 101.
Again, the same as earlier, it's like the same background, and it doesn't pop that well. I would have done it like otherwise, like had something better than this. And when you apply the vignette, pay attention to where you're adding it. You should have added it below, because look at what's going on here. Like, it cuts out the last letter and you can barely read it. So like, how to make
Yeah, I got that a lot. I get it a lot for this.
yeah.
I already made a video on this. Let's go step by step. What is the
Yeah, again, here.
step?
It's not the problem, the vignette. You could, maybe you should have made it softer, because you still can't read the letters. If sometimes you put a vignette on top of everything, but it's really light, it could be good. But here it's like, you can barely read what is here. And yeah, the 1, 2, 2, 3 is fine. Maybe zoomed out it a bit so that, I don't know, it's easier to follow, so that you don't need to look like towards the edge to see the end of the animation. But that's
Yeah, okay.
minor.
What is the easiest way to buy?
Yeah, you should have done this effect for like this. It would have been way better, like
What is the
where they appear like this.
Easiest-
And maybe even added the count on top of that. It would have been way better.
buy cryptocurrency?
Okay, next video. Let's review this.
If you were doing organic dropshipping right now, you know that
Again, bro, why are you spamming the same font? To the, like,
I know,
not
I
fun
have
font?
problems with bad fonts, bro.
And again, on top of that, I would have not had this white, because there's a whole color scheme around and you just put white stuff. Not white stuff like that, but... And when I look at the drop shadow, you could have made it less soft. Like, yeah, this helps you see the text better, but I don't know, it gives like a weird effect. And it doesn't look like attached to the edges of the text, so I would have done that better. I would have had like less softness to the things, but yeah, nothing really major that hurt my eyes or ears for now.
That there are so many different people giving you so much.
This animation is cool, but
Way too dark, I think.
yeah, way too dark. Maybe yeah, you should put softer vignettes. Like here it's kind of light, but I don't know why the exposure is way too like low. It's really contrasty and there's no detail to like the suit, or I don't know. It's
Yeah,
not-
I added bad deep glow settings.
Oh, that's the problem then. Yeah, the suit you should be able to tell that it's a suit at first glance and not.
Yeah.
Yeah. And why is the background like light blue if it's supposed to be dark? So either go like
I wanted to make it like so, you know, it's a sky, but the color didn't blend that much.
yeah, well, if you wanted to make it feel like a sky and that it's dark, you should have made it a night sky. So
Darker blue.
either darker blue or like darker violet, or just an image of Google of like a night of a night sky like with stars and everything.
Yeah, I got it.
And yeah, again with the buildings, so there's no detail to the stuff. There's like black points here. If you go for a dark vibe, you should still be able to tell what's going around, not just make it fully dark that it.
So
like,
you can't really see what's going on.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can't see the details.
You still need to understand what's going on. Maybe not see every single detail, but it needs to be visually understandable in the first second, because this needs some time to process.
Much different advice, and
Yeah.
you don't know what to actually do.
I like this
And you don't know what to
this head movement, but
Yeah, thank you.
actually do. In this video,
again the same thing here with the text.
Yeah, I
It
need to
comes to
fix my
those.
fonts, man.
Yeah.
actually do. In this video, I'm gonna cut out all the
Yeah, I would have either had him centered or had a zoom out with the pivot to like the center of his, like around here, like the pivot, and that it zooms out of him, so that at first glance it helps you focus on him, you know.
and I'm gonna tell you what you actually need
Again, you could have centered the zoom a bit more, like even from earlier. He kind of moved into frame, so you got lucky with that, but it's still, like to my eyes, I feel like the zoom in is like straight to the center and it's somewhere around here.
Yeah.
It should have followed him a bit better.
video is gonna be the most current, up-to-date organic Bible that you need to
Okay, this animation is better than earlier, but still, why is this like the Bible?
Yeah.
Yeah, but have the look of the Bible, but don't just put in the Bible, you know? Like, I would have kept the same stuff for the Bible, you know? Like, to do this, you could have just asked, like, a random AI, like Canva or just ChatGPT to, like, you could have just took this image and asked it to make it some sketch for making money. And that would have worked a bit better. Not just import the Bible itself. Don't just add whatever the guy is talking about. Maybe have it a bit more metaphorical.
Yeah, I got you.
And again, the font, bro, what the fuck is that? And
date
to
organic
me,
Bible that
doesn't look that 3D. Like, I don't know. Is everything like really...
Yeah,
Really
table
close
is
together.
3D, book is 3D, and the text is 3D. But maybe I didn't like hear
Maybe
it
you should
good
have
enough.
move them a bit apart.
Bible that
Yeah.
you need to follow in order to start making
And also maybe had this text a bit smaller so that it doesn't go out of the screen that much, and like when you start seeing the book itself, maybe had it around here so that
organic
it
Bible.
doesn't need to fully zoom out so that you can read it. And again, the same vignette effect is maybe the softness, or just had the vignette.
You need to
And yeah, maybe had the softness, and yeah, that's it.
set serious money
Maybe to the whole animation, I would have just added a light shake so that it doesn't feel that it's going in one single direction. So it kind of shakes around, and yeah. This
get your pen and notepad
sound effect is kind of, I don't know, it
Plain.
feels overused and plain.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you popped these here, you pop this here, you pop this on the side. But why did you make the bottom darker and not just the sides? What was your thought process behind that?
I don't know, because like the sides are already darker, so I just made the like last quarter a bit darker.
I mean, there's no point to making something dark if you're not gonna add something on top of it, you know?
Yeah, I know, mistakes happen.
months of hard work, skip past
The concept of
months
this animation is good, but bro, the execution, like, what the fuck is going on? Why is it just black, bro? Like, I don't know, if like calendars are usually on a wall, I wouldn't have added a blue background if
Yeah, I should have made it on the wall, yeah.
yeah, I don't know, like, I've never seen a calendar like this. Maybe it's in a kid's bedroom that is just blue, but yeah.
to get to that first
Okay, this transition is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie to you, but again, the whole vignette,
The spotlight is way too close.
or spotlight, whatever it is, it's...
and you're gonna get to that first winning product, which makes you 10, 20, 30K.
Maybe when he said winning
Makes you-
product, you should have added somewhere, like, winning product, you know?
10, 20, 30K very shortly. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna be telling you guys another organic marketing. If you were doing
Next video.
Coins right now, you know how hard it is.
This was good. I think you zoomed in into his chin. You should have probably zoomed in right here. You should really pay attention to the pivot of the zoom-ins.
Trading meme coins right now, you know how hard it is to find
Here,
trust
this is good. Maybe, I don't know, this puppet tool animation,
and trust.
it looks kinda linear. I don't know, like it moves back and forward. I would have made it a bit smoother with the keyframes, but that's really
Yeah.
minor. Again, the light, I don't know what the fuck you were doing with that. And maybe the pavement, again, the compositing is just, should have done this better. Again, the suit is not detailed. The
Not
pavement,
popping out, yeah.
yeah, the pavement should be better than this, bro. Why is it a single color? What is it?
What?
Like
The
pa-
background?
No, this, what is it? Like the thing on the bottom?
Oh, yeah, yeah, it is. It has a little bit of gradient, but not that much.
Yeah, this doesn't look that... I mean, not realistic, it's not the word I'm looking for, but it doesn't...
It just doesn't look natural.
Yeah, it doesn't look natural, that's the word.
And trust in the space and finding the right tool.
Okay, this effect is good, but again, you need to work on the backgrounds. I would have put this in...
Yeah, I know.
In like in an old Greek... there's already the pillar. You could have put this in an old Greek... monument. I mean, what are they called? Like the old rooms. If you're already gonna use the statue, I would have kept the whole vibe and maybe put some old stuff like in the background, some old building from like ancient Greece, you know.
Yep.
Finding the right tools is even harder.
But the change of animation is good. Maybe the marker sound effect is kind of loud and should have found something better.
It was created because I was tired of being rugged and being taken advantage of.
Maybe to emphasize words like...
I was tired of being rugged and
being rugged, you could have zoomed in onto his face like a rough cut and then put like some boom or some hit and the riser to it so that it emphasizes kind of. Again, I don't know, the music is way too loud to what it should be.
You know how hard it is to find.
And the same with intro music. You don't really want to go suspenseful unless it really needs to be. It's not like an investigation. It's like not a tutorial, but the music should have some hope, not just start off suspenseful, you know.
Yeah, I understand.
But I thought I could trust. Skyline is a community-driven platform with...
Bro, why do you have a Netflix text?
The most...
I wanted to make it like documentary, I don't know, with the subtitles.
Yes, but it doesn't go with this. Just keep one style because here you have... This is actually a good font, but like, why do you change styles all of a sudden? Like, how stuff? Did you edit it on a separate day?
No.
Crypto influencers that I trust. Community-driven platform with the most high-tech tools that you
Again, the same poppins. I'm not gonna repeat this all the time.
cannot find anywhere else, which means your odds of winning, your odds of profiting go up exponentially. In Skyline,
This is good. This is good.
you literally get to track wallets, meaning you get to see every single time a wallet buys, sells, or swaps, literally milliseconds.
The same thing. Maybe another thing I would have added to this. It shouldn't be fully black. It should be way
I
soft.
should blend it a bit more. Hey Kira, so the first question is, what does your workflow look like and how do you organize yourself and your time when you're editing?
So for time, I just do work blocks. I do like a couple of 90-minute work blocks. That's what works best for me. I just put a stopwatch on my MacBook and it just rings after 90 minutes. That's just how much I can focus. And for editing itself, I first start off by cutting the video. Sometimes if the cut is like too hard, there's many perspectives like POVs, a bunch of stuff, I just do a raw cut where I take out all the failed moments. If not, if it's just a talking head like right now, I just cut up the video at once and then I do all the visual effects. I export the video because the effects can't be played because I do really advanced stuff and even my 5K MacBook can't keep up. I just export the video, import it back in, and then I do all the sound design. Sometimes I just do the sound design and then add the music in and some final touches. And the advantage of exporting and doing the sound effects after is you can play the video smoothly and you can do the sound design, and then you can check if you made any mistakes, if there are any glitches in the render, and it makes it like really easy.
So my second question is, what's your advice on how to avoid burnout and how to stay productive as a video editor?
To avoid burnout is just have some social life on the side. So go see some friends, play a sport, do some stuff that will get you out of the house. Like you can even go for walks. It doesn't have to be with other people. Just make sure you take your mind off sometimes from video editing because that's not your whole life. If you're in school, you already have an advantage because you're automatically talking to other people and it's easier to keep up a social life if you're in school. But for myself, because I'm still in school, I've noticed that on holidays, I sometimes like stop hanging out with people. I just lock myself in the room, and that's where like you get in a rut and you don't even enjoy your life. That's just not possible.
Okay, so my third question is how to avoid getting distracted while video editing. For example, checking your phone or end up watching a YouTube video while searching for something online.
So for YouTube specifically, I have like an extension which is called Unhook, and it basically removes all the distractions from YouTube. It removes like the home button from YouTube. You can't see like any recommended when you enter YouTube. So it's just the search bar. You can also remove the shorts with that extension so that you don't end up scrolling. You can remove like the subscriptions. You can't even see who uploaded videos. And yeah, when you search for assets, it will be way easier. So if you open YouTube and you see a bunch of videos, like you see MrBeast videos, then you'd want to click on it and you'd forget like what you were even searching for. But if you just go on YouTube and you forget what you were doing, you don't have anything to distract you. So you're gonna get your thought back for what you were looking for, and then you'll be able to like search for what you need and you won't get distracted.
Okay, so my fourth question is how to avoid getting ignored by clients when outreaching and getting ghosted when you tell them the price.
So outreach is just a numbers game. If you outreach to 50 people, don't expect to get a response back from 50 people. And even those 50 people that respond to you, like they might ask you for a price. Like let's say, this is still optimistic, but even let's say if 10 people respond, you're probably gonna get 5, but let's say 10 people respond. Out of those 10 people that are gonna ask you a price, you might be expensive to like 5 of them, and that's cool. You only need to land like 1 or 2 of them. So just say your highball price that you believe you deserve. If the client responds, cool. If not, then still cool. Like getting ghosted, you can't prevent it. So that's it.
So my last question is, what do you think are the 5 most important things to master if you want to succeed as a video editor?
So first of all, just actual editing skills, because if you don't know how to edit, then I'm sorry, you can't succeed, bro. Like, that's it. Like, this is just getting good at visual effects. I see a lot of people, they try and succeed without being good at visual effects, but YouTube has gotten to a point where if you don't have crazy animations every 5 seconds or so, then you're just fucked as a video editor. Like, not a lot of people are gonna hire you. And to market yourself, which I'm gonna get to later, you need like editing skills, because nobody looks at like a raw vlog anymore to like be able to tell whether you're good at editing, and that's just the truth. So yeah, you need to master sound design, music, and all the editing shit. Next up, you need to learn how to tell a story, which brings me back to my previous point, but you can't just succeed with all the visual effects and sound design I talked about. You need to like be able to tell a story with your video editing. If it's just bland and there's no actual character to the video, then it will just get boring. Next up, you need to know like what works and what doesn't. So what do I mean by this? For like specific niches, you need to understand like in a video, like there could be a moment which doesn't belong to that niche. So let's say it's a kid's niche and somebody swears. You need to like have the intuition of cutting out that swear word because you're working in a kid's niche. This is like a really simple example, but this applies to every single niche. Next up is your communication. So you need to learn how to talk to clients. You need to stop being an NPC, like talking like ChatGPT. I already recorded a video about this where I talk about how there are some NPC editors. Like I've had people outreach to me and they were like, "Dear Sir Atanasov," like I was, bro, like chill out. Also, you need to be professional, like keep your clients updated with what you're doing. Like let's say you have a question and you don't understand what your client needs, like probably just ask your clients that they're not monsters. They will just tell you what the problem is, and this will avoid your revisions, which you don't really want. And if you're gonna be late on a deadline, just tell them like 5 days earlier, or like as early as you can. Like don't wait the last minute and give a shit product back. That's not good. Just tell them you'll be late and you're gonna make it extra good to like compensate for your lateness. And lastly, the most important part, which assembles like everything, which I just talked about, is your branding, like your marketing. You need to learn how to properly promote yourself as a video editor, which is like not that hard, but you need to post editing highlights, you need to make friends on X, you need to have a good portfolio and other stuff like that. Okay, Malovic, that's it for this call. I hope I roasted you enough so that you can actually learn what to do better next time, and I hope this call helped you. I hope the call helped like whoever watched this video. I know it's kind of long, but that's it. We're here to help. I'll let Malovic plug in my course actually.
So I'll let you know a bit about Kier's course. Here's what's included. You'll learn how to get out of the beginner editor's trenches, how to edit properly in DaVinci Resolve and get the best of the software, how to attract clients using personal brand and outreach, and how to actually scale from $500 to $1,000 to $10K per month.
You heard him right, guys. Just check out the link in the description if you're interested. If not, just go on my channel and watch another video. That's it for this call.